You are too small for calisthenics, man. You are too small for gymnastic skills like iron cross, planche, front lever, handstand push-ups. You need to gain size, man. There are a lot of people who think that they must lose weight, must be extremely light to perform the best. I brought a notebook and I just want to tell you a few high-level, the strongest ring athletes. Courtney Tulloch, Brandon Wynn, Artur Zanetti, Yuri Van Gelder, strongest all-time ring athletes. Their BMI is extremely high, and considering these guys are confidently, I'm saying, walking around 6% body fat, they are extremely big. We are underestimating how big they are considering 6% body fat. Courtney Tulloch, 67 kilograms, then people think to themselves, man, I'm way heavier than that, I must lose weight. But he is 5'4" or 5'5", 163 centimeters tall. That's 25.2 BMI. He's actually muscularly overweight. He's muscularly obese. Brandon Wynn, 26.5 BMI. And I'm mentioning BMI not as a measure for health. I'm measuring it only as a scale of weight in relation to height, an indication for size per frame. These guys are actually huge considering how ripped they are. They have to have tons of upper body mass to be able to perform at that level. Arturo Zanetti, 25.1 BMI. Yuri Van Gelder, 24.6 BMI. So yes, there might be lighter than you, but they are significantly shorter in size, in frame, narrower, shorter limbs. So obviously they must be lighter. I think that a lot of people underestimate how much muscle mass they have to pack and extremely overestimate how much body fat they have to lose. If you look at the average Taini, maybe 20% body fat. Sure, eventually you'll have to lose some body fat to perform optimally, feeling light and limber on bodyweight skills, planches, front lever, iron cross. Sure, get to a healthy, relatively low, sustainable body fat percentage range. For men, that will be around 8 to 15, let's say, for performance, okay? Bodyweight performance. But that might only take 4, 8, 12, 16 weeks, coming in from about 20% body fat. In contrast, you need to pack, most people, 175 centimeters tall. Let's give an average folk example. Weighing 75 kg, 20% body fat, you have to grasp that. You are about 20, 25 pounds of pure lean tissue away from top performance in body weight. So ultimately, you'll have to be the majority of your athletic career in a mini calorie surplus to provide the body with enough protein and energy needs for hypertrophy. For instance, I am 170 centimeters tall. That's 5'7", I believe. 81 kilograms right now. But I am not as lean as gymnasts. I still have a lot of muscle mass to pack, which for me only makes sense, on my arms, shoulders, to be able to perform like them on rings. I can't do the stuff that they are doing, all of the boom, Maltese presses and crazy stuff. I'm not there. I know that I have to gain more size. I don't know, you tell me, maybe 12% body fat, BMI 28, so I still have a way to go. I have a lot of muscle mass to pack. You need to pack on 20, 25, 30 pounds of muscle mass on your arms, chest, back, shoulder, abs, a way to performing the stuff that you see on rings. Okay, that's what these guys are currently carrying, 25, 26 BMIs, top level. People 175 centimeters, 180 centimeters, which is quite average. Folks watching these videos, you need to take an example for someone top level your size, and then understand what's about the ideal body weight, being very, very light and lean, ultimately for me, for top performance, for calisthenics, and that's not 60 kilograms. So man, you are really hyper focused on losing body fat, when in fact, you can probably get to that healthy, sustainable, relatively low body fat percentage, cutting for maybe 12 weeks, but it is those years of hard work that you have to be in a small calorie surplus to be able to build muscle mass and provide high protein, obviously, and train hard, so you can build 20, 25, 30 pounds of muscle, which most average, even considered fit trainees are away from top performance. So don't look at the absolute numbers, look at it relatively to your frame and size. You have to put yourself in the situation of the absolute majority of the year, be able to build muscle, because that's the bigger task at hand. Maybe you need to advocate some time to losing body fat, but it is adding 20, 25 pounds of muscle that is a lifetime goal and take years. That's something that you have to think about long term in a bigger picture to get to that top elite level. I see a lot of calisthenic coaches advocate for being in a calorie restriction, in a calorie deficit year round, because they think about, you must be very, very lean, but how is that a general long-term wise recommendation to basically be in a deprivation mode, in a survival mode at best, year round? You won't be able to build muscle mass. Sure, again, some people need to cut some body fat off, but the bigger mechanism that will enable you to be extremely stronger is building muscle mass, and still the most predominant mechanism to achieve that. Sure, you have to get big in the right muscle groups, right? If we just look at gymnasts, that's shoulders, arms, they have very strong upper back, very strong core. You get to have a lot of upper body lean muscle mass by practicing the skills. Don't try to reverse engineer it too much. Do the handstand push-ups, do the pull-ups, do the dips. Whether you are working on handstand push-up or maybe one-arm chin-ups, maybe you are doing planches and front lever already. That's sick. You will build the right muscle mass for those types of skills, for the gymnastics strength style of training. So you don't have to reverse engineer it in the gym to build enough muscle mass for the sport. Just do the sport and you'll get strong in the right places, but you won't be able to build muscle and get stronger long term if you don't provide the extra energy. Small surplus, you don't have to bulk, you won't have anything to do with the excess calories, it will just go into fat reserves and you'll accumulate too much fat too soon. And obviously providing the body with high quality, high amounts of protein to regenerate muscle mass, joints, cartilage, tendons, etc. So I want you to focus on food as fuel, providing energy to the body, having energy to crush workouts at rings in calisthenic skills. And man, those guys are huge and we are underestimating how big they are and how much muscle mass is necessary actually to perform as a ringsman.